Hola amigos, hope you're doing great. Thank you for being part of our aesthetic family wherever you're on the social media platforms. I'm going to talk about difference between Endolift and PDO threads. This is how they look. Looks like a guitar string under your skin. This is a cannula, this is a PDO thread. This is a thread that is embedded inside this cannula. We put this cannula under your skin and the cannula comes out and the thread stays. So if you compare them, the Endolift fibers, which come in a couple of different sizes, they're relatively a little smaller than this cannula. Nothing stays with Endolift laser, but in the PDO thread, of course, we leave the thread inside. That there are some kinds of pros. When you have an external foreign body in the skin, of course, the body is curious and is going to process it and make some collagen around it. But also there's some chance of infection and irritation of the skin and inflammation, of course. With the laser, which is Endolift, the laser shoots from the tip of this laser. This is a used fiber, and as you can see, it's a little bit of a black dot at the tip. That means it's been used and it's been a little burned at the tip. So we deliver the energy, which is 1475 wavelength of the laser, under your skin, and that's going to shrink the collagen, heat the skin, and of course we create a controlled trauma to the skin at different layers, different depths. Of course, right under our skin you have the fascia and the fat, so you can melt that if you achieve the higher temperature. It's very technical. There's a lot of details about this treatment, and the good thing about it, nothing stays inside. So we just laser and heat the face and the neck or wherever the body part is, and this fiber comes out and nothing stays. So chance of infection and things of that nature is less compared to PDO thread. The longevity of PDO threads in my practice is something between 6 months to 9 months, possibly 1 year, possibly a year and a half. I've done more than 4,000 cases in the past 7-8 years. Endolift has been part of our practice, or main part of our practice, for the past 2 years, and we have done around 700 or 800 cases. And the longevity of the Endolift is much longer. We do have patients from a couple of years ago that they are still holding up pretty good. So the longevity, we can always count more on Endolift, of course, compared to the PDO thread. But there's a lot of factors that can affect it. If someone is a surfer or a diver and they are a marathon runner, of course, their skin is going to age quicker. They have more sun exposure, they're stressed out, they don't sleep as well, and their diet is not good. So the aging and the longevity can be affected. It's multifactorial. If you are in your 30s or 40s and you've never done anything, so it's a naive phase, I think PDO thread is a good option because there's less downtime. It's cheaper, it's about 50% cheaper. And it's good to get some threads, get some instant gratification, and of course get some good results. But if you're older and let's say above age 40 or 45, the treatment of choice is really the Endolift. Why? Because the longevity is longer, of course, and the chance of results and sculpting, it's much more versatile treatment. Why? Because you can really treat each layer of the skin. You can melt fats, you can do contouring, and there's a lot that you can do. So it's more versatile. In general, I think it's safer doing so many of both. Although both of them are pretty safe in our practice with the right protocol, with the concerns of how easy they are to do and the tolerability, they're pretty much both very easy in our practice because we inject lidocaine under your skin, we numb everything down. The Endolift laser session takes at least about an hour to 2 hours, sometimes 3 hours. Threads are much quicker. So if you're younger, more naive phase, PDO threads can be considered, still good. There's a lot of great PDO doctor or nurses or nurse practitioners that do this artistically, and it can be good results in the right setting with the right number of threads. A couple of threads on each side is not going to do much. So you need at least 5 to 10 threads on each side to give you more lasting and more real results that you can count on. Definitely check the doctor's website, look at results. Ours is at pchmedspa.com. We have tons of results over all these years in Arizona and California office. So we are extremely experienced with this, and also our staff, which I have trained myself. Nurse Jacqueline is currently doing threads and she's getting great results. And for each treatment, make sure the provider is experienced. They can show you lots of original before afters, because I see my results unfortunately posted on some other websites, which we are of course dealing with, and we are after them. That's not nice to do, but make sure they are original results. Our results on our page, pchmedspa.com or drkmedspa.com, they are 100% original. Hope that helps you. Of course, these are all great treatments in the right hand and in the right setting. I hope you can always make the right decision, and we are always here to help you. Have a beautiful day.